What is up, my little Deinos? Vepsis, your coach of the Helsinki Dragons, and we are here for the AP Academy Week 10 battle versus JustKurt and his team being the Portage Herdiers, if I remember right. His YouTube channel will be down below in the description, so make sure to check him out. I actually think he is a replacement coach midway through the season, and some reason he isn't able to play on Wi-Fi, so that's going to be the reason why you're gonna be seeing a battle from Showdown from my perspective. And yeah, he's a backup coach. I think APA just didn't have a proper replacement coach available to them in the emergency moment, so I guess this was one of the people that they could rely on to get these at least battles done. And I haven't seen him uploading lately, but hopefully he does catch up with the upload. So if you happen to go and check him out, there might be some delays from his behalf regards to uploads, but hopefully he's gonna end up uploading from his point of view as well. But regards to this matchup, you can see the matchup right here on the showdown in itself. You can see my roster above here, and his roster will be here, and he has G-Max, Duraludon, and the rest of the team are Noivern, Cinccino, Darmanitan, Hitmonlee, Necrozma, Toxtricity, Grimmsnarl, Bellossom, Gastrodon, and Steelix. So this is an opponent that is right now in the mix of making the playoffs as one of the wildcards who has to play in round 1. And of the chance I have to play him on the second round, where I'm gonna be taking part of, including 5 other coaches. I'm pretty much secured my playoff spot as it is, and I think bye week is also guaranteed for me. It's regards to just seeding that this battle really matters in the grand big scheme of things. So off the chance I happen to play him, I didn't really put too much time into this, besides the fact that the battle in itself doesn't really matter too much in the end. He might have to try to win to secure his playoff spot for the round 1, but either way, let's go through quickly my team of 6 that I'm bringing, and then I'm gonna be getting connected with my opponent and get the show on the roll. We're gonna be starting this off with Expert Belt, 3 attacks, Zeraora, which is gonna be a special attacker with Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, Grass Knot, and Protect. Protect I put there in kind of in a last minute kind of scout that if he brings like a choice scout Darmanitan, which I think is going to be the only type of Darmanitan that he will bring, unless he needs it to be a wall break and be then banded instead. But of the chance it's choice scout for something else to revenge kill my Zeraora, I do want to run the Protect and scout what they're gonna be locking themselves into, and then I can proceed from there. So that's pretty basic idea with the Zeraora, with it moveset in itself and how it's gonna be functioning. I run it as special, so I have the maximum damage output through Aura Spear and Grass Knot versus his crown types being the Gastrodon and Steelix respectively. So the next member of the team is going to be Choice Bandit Mamoswine, because his only crown immunity is a Noivern, which I don't think he will be switching in on, especially until he knows that I'm choice locked, and even then it's gonna be very risky for him. And in regards to his ice resist, I believe his only ice resist on his entire roster was the Darmanitan, so even Bandit Icicle Grass is quite free versus him. And I'm running Adamant this time around. I could run Jolly, but I wanted to have the damage output from Adamant, so it can actually revenge kill special defensive Gastrodon after I get a slow U-turn from my type null into this guy, and hopefully it's gonna be panning out. I'm taking a risk versus a Necrozma and Toxtricity, but regards to the matchup, I don't think they need to be plus speed nature versus me. So that's the gamble that I'm taking, and hopefully it's gonna be panning out. Then we are gonna be running a Modest Gengar as our G-Max form as well, with 3 attacks and Destiny Bond with Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Giga Drain, and the Destiny Bond as well. Destiny Bond is not just there as a last ditch effort move in a regular form to take something with me, but it also provides me a G-Max like max guard move off the chance if I have to rely on that and burn one of his own attacking moves from the G-Max Duraludon in the G-Max form. So off the chance it comes down to that, I wanted to have the Destiny Bond option both inside and outside of G-Max form, and Giga Drain I put there as a way to really nuke the Gastrodon if that would be his special wall and pivot to my Gengar in itself. So that's basically the Gengar. We have also a little bit of bulk, so we can here live a Jolly Flare Pits from a Darmanitan after Stealth Rocks, I believe, in G-Max form. So that's pretty much the Gengar. Then we are running a very basic type null set with U-Turn, Cross Claw, Sleep Talk and Rest. And we are running minimum speed on it. Off the chance we can outslow the Cascodon, so I get a slow U-turn off, and then I can go into either Mamoswine or Gengar, whichever I think is most optimal at the point. Ideally it's gonna be Mamoswine, so I don't have to burn my G-Max at that point of time, and I can just nuke it and kill it after the U-turn chip with my Earthquake, especially if it's not gonna be leftovers, because there's a good chance he has to be Rindo Berry for my Zeraora in itself. And this thing is also there to pivot around versus the Toxtricity, the Noivern, Rioludon. Even though I don't touch it, I can still get a slow initiative versus it and go from there. So it's a good all-around pivot, and the only thing that actually has a momentum move this week. So hopefully it's gonna work out well for us. And then we're gonna be running very basic Qwilfish for my behalf. Rest Talk with Rocky Helmet and Intimidate. This is here for the Darmanitan and Hitmonlee. And I had the option to run Toxic or Toxic Spikes on this, but I opted to run just regular Spikes because that could be pretty nice for my Gengar, for my Mamoswine and for my Zeraora, especially to get those up. And if he doesn't bring a remover or he's not able to find a turn to remove them, then the up is gonna be benefiting me a lot, especially because our last member of the team, being the Bronzong, is gonna be providing us those Stealth Rock support for the Darmanitan. So it's gonna be wearing itself down even quicker, which I thought that is quite necessary for my team, because it's actually quite annoying versus my team. At least based on the moves that I'm bringing for this matchup. So I wanted to have the Stealth Rocks for that. Flash Cannon was like just one of the attacking moves that I figured that, you know what, I have to have at least one. So I picked Flash Cannon over Psychic Stab or Shadow Ball or Hex or what have you, which I could have also had on it instead. Then we have Toxic, Protect. Toxic is their primary just to get things on timer, like the Necrozma or the Gastrodon or what have you. And Protect is there to not only gain myself health and wreck down the Toxic, but also scout what move Darmanitan would be looking itself into, similar to the Zeraora, because I could see it being brought in versus these two and try to force me out. So ideally I wanted to have the Protect to scout for that and see what he lock himself into and play from there. So that is going to be the team of 6, and now I'm gonna be coming back real shortly with the battle itself versus Curt. Alright, here we are with the battle versus JustKurt. I'm gonna wish him good luck, have fun. And he brought Cinccino, Darmanitan, G-Max, Duraludon, Hitmonlee, Necrozma, and the Grimmsnarl. So he didn't bring any of his elected types, which is quite interesting. And he didn't bring the Noivern either. He brought his potential hazard remover in Hitmonlee, which is quite interesting. But that should be okay. I think I'll lead with my Bronzong just to get up my rocks. Or Protect on the Darmanitan potential lead. Or any other lead that I could necessarily have to Protect on. So he leads with the Cinccino, which is probably gonna just go for a knockoff. I'm gonna Scout. No, I don't think I have to Scout for it. I'm gonna just hard swap into the Qwilfish in itself. Qwilfish is gonna be quite heavily pressured on this matchup because he brought 3 physical attackers that I needed to deal with. And he does get rid of that. That doesn't look to me to be any kind of bandit set or whatever. So here I'm gonna just to get up my spikes, as he's gonna be going for U-turn, revealing that he is not choiced in any matter. So we get the spikes up. Oh, he is King's Rock set, so he gets a flinch. That's unfortunate. But I'm gonna go into my type null here, as he's gonna be getting up his rocks, which is fine by me. I think I just go for the Cross Claw or a slow U-turn. I think I just Cross Claw as he goes into Grimmsnarl. We get some chip damage on him, but we didn't get the 50% chance of dropping his defense. I'm not too sure what he would do here, to be completely honest. I could honestly just stay and go for the... Yeah, he does go for the Reflect, which is okay. I get to chip him down a little bit more here. And ideally I can just go for another one once more here. I could also go for the U-turn, but I think I should be okay. He does go into the Cinccino. which we do get a defense drop on. And we just go into the Qwilfish. He's probably gonna U-turn or quick knockoff. But it's quite annoying that he is the King's Rock set, because it would have been really nice to get that spike up if possible, but that's kind of what it is with my lucky. If you haven't seen the week 8 battle, I got frozen even in that battle the last time I played APA Academy battle on Showdown, so hopefully this time around it won't be the same luck as back then. We do still have Zeraora, which is going to be a massive win con for me. And now he does go into the Darmanitan, which is probably gonna click Earthquake or if anything. So probably gonna go into Bronzong. If he does click Flare Blitz, he's gonna take massive recoil from that, which would be lovely. Well, let's see what he does. He could just predict this, but now he keeps clicking U-turn, which is a fair play for him. He's wearing me down at this rate, and now he's probably gonna be clicking the Darkest Lariat or what have you. But let's see, Grimmsnarl, Darkest Lariat to my Bronzong. Level 50 would do way too much, so it's not worth it. So we go into Type Null to tank this hit. Yeah, that does 24. That looks to be max. I would like to think that's max attack damage. It's actually not. It might be just non-invested. Yeah, that might be like a mixed defensive then. So we go for U-turn, I think. Yeah, I think U-turn should be fine. I don't anticipate him to stay in, cause he cannot really do too much to me. But then again, I could try to burn these turns. I think I U-turn. Have Cross Clawed every single time. Okay, he does stay in, which is unfortunate. But I can go into my Qwilfish, honestly. Get the Intimidate off and Spikes. And go from there. He could also have Taunt. But I think getting a rest off might be actually the best play here. So we're gonna be doing just that to get the rest off. And we should be good to go from there. He could Dynamax here, honestly. I need to keep my Type Null healthy, so I don't want to hard swap into that necessarily. But Bronzor would be nice too. How much the Duraludon does to me if it G-maxes? If it's like Modest versus my Type Null. I can get a rest off versus it, but right now would not be the ideal time. I think I'll just go into Bronzong, see what he does. He does drop a Draco, which is actually perfect. That's actually perfect that he did that, because this gives me the opportunity to get up my rocks, which is just what I needed. Because he has rocks on my side, which I don't mind as long as I get my own up, but now we are finally in a position to do that. He does have Hitmonlee to get rid of those, which is okay. And now I think I'm just gonna put this on a timer. I think that might be my play. Or just get a Flash Cannon off. I think I get the Flash Cannon instead. Yeah. We put this thing in a range that it's already going to die to rocks. As he does go for that yet again. And now I can go into Qwilfish and burn one of these turns of Sleep Talk. And ideally I can get up even Spikes too while at it. Yeah, we take that just fine. And let's see. Do we get Spikes or attacking off? We get Spikes off, which is lovely. And now we can go for another one here. So now we are putting ourselves in a way more beneficial situation. But he has dual screens up, which is kinda annoying. But we get our second layer of Spikes as well, which is quite nice. And at this point I'm gonna go into the Bronzong. If he Dark Pulses, that's fine. He does G-Max here and goes for that, which is gonna be stalling out that the one of the G, but I'm gonna protect just to weaken the Dark type moves. It's gonna be Prophecy, it's gonna be having. Ideally we can take it. Yeah, we take it really well. And basically we have already burned out these turns at this point. So I could try to swap out here, but I think I'm gonna go for the double protect, which we do get, which is lovely. He does crit me, but that's fair enough because I got the double protect, but he got the flinch area, which I'm happy with. So that should be all for that. And I think now I'll just go for the flash gun and let him take me down. And that's gonna be all for that. I do have to remember the light screen is still up, so I might go into type null at this point, just to get up my rest off. How much the Draco Meteor does to me? I did not actually check that. It could kill me, so that would be quite annoying. But he tries to flinch me. Does he get it? He does not get it, so that's lovely. I should have like maybe muted the spectators, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I'm gonna just sleep talk here. He doesn't like switching into this because I have all the hazards up. And he's gonna be sacking that thing out, which is fine by me. We pull off a rest, which is fine. And now he does go into the Hitmonlee. So, do we just wanna swap out at this point? He could go for the Earthquake, which would be quite annoying. But at the same time he knows my Qwilfish is in a sleep, so I could just try to let this thing go. But it's still quite nice. I think I go into the Qwilfish and risk it. See what he does. He's White Herb instead. Okay, that's scary. That is definitely scary. So I might need to get another... Okay, that's scary. I think I need to just start attacking him. At this point. This could be a thing that actually ends up sweeping me now, to be completely honest. He does go for the Earthquake, but he's at +1. He's at +1. Adamant Hitmonlee versus my Gengar. As I Dynamax, I have a good chance of living that hit, so that probably should be my play. Yeah, that's probably our play here. I have to bank on the fact that the bulk that I have allows me to live this, and we don't live it. Okay. So now might be a thing that I have to bank on him missing. So now I have to bank on that he does. Okay, he does have the close combat instead. Yeah, this might be game. Alright, good game to him, honestly. Okay, well, good game to him. I'm kinda honestly speechless because he definitely was more prepared than I was. I was quite underprepared for Hitmonlee with that kind of set, but that's good to see now that how do I need to prepare for it if I happen to play him again in playoffs. So that's one of the positive things to take out of this loss, but obviously it's not nice feeling to get 5-0 loss, but yeah, I don't think on that battle per se, I guess I should have put more bulk on you. But the way he played that game, it was kind of like, okay, he found his opportunity to set up and he took it, and that was pretty much it for him, for me. But yeah, good game to him. Make sure to check him out if he happens to upload. Hopefully he does, because I would be curious to see how he kind of build up his team. But I assume he won't, but off the chance he does, make sure to check him out. And we are gonna be coming back for playoffs. I think we are still, I'm pretty sure we are still in a bye week. That next week, when you see this battle, there should not be upload for my behalf regards to APA, because I get the bye week. And then in round 2 of playoffs, I should be playing someone who happens to be seeded versus me, which I don't remember quite well how it's gonna be working out, but we get to see it by then. And obviously this is gonna be a wake-up call for us going to the playoffs, but it's a welcome one. I think just in a hindsight I was quite weak to Hitmonlee, and the set that he had, looking at my roster, it kinda did a number on him, or on me, which it did in the battle. So I have to be more prepared for that and for his other things. But until next time that we are back for the AP Academy, thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna be see you guys later.